telling me what to turn down, motherfucker. Oh, hi there! Welcome back. Josh told me to do a thing right before we were going live.
Good, do it.
I did it! Do you need it more?
No, it's good.
It's fine. They can't hear it. You guys can't hear our epic rando fucking music going on in the background, right? So welcome back to, what is this, episode 9 billion?
No, this is episode 8. It feels like 9 billion.
Are you sure it's 8?
I fucking hate you.
I hate you too. It's so adorable.
It's the cutest.
My name is Chris Byrne. This is the fantastic Joshua Warren. We're here for Magic After Dark, our weekly podcast show at Wednesday night, Thursday morning, where we talk about a bunch of Magic stuff that's happened in the last week. In this case, we skipped last week because it was a national holiday here in the States. It was 4th of July. All hail America. Yeah. Thanks, Josh. And
I'm not even going to say anything because I would have just said something crazy.
America. That's the whole point of that. So we got to catch up on a couple weeks here.
We do.
And
there's a lot happened last week. And while I was floating down the river drinking beers.
Burrs.
What were you doing?
What was I doing last week?
I was doing my best impression of a white trash person.
I think you did it well. I saw some of those photos.
I did so good.
You had this. I didn't put it in. If I would know what we were talking about, I could have put it in. You had a picture of a bonfire where like all the kindling was outside the actual fire pit, but it was all leaning in like a teepee fashion, and the flame, judging by the photo, was at least 10 feet tall.
That's what we people do. We have bonfires that are ginormous, and then we party. So it was an excellent week.
Rash says that this is episode 9.
Is it episode 9?
I don't know. Look on YouTube. He says that episode 8's on YouTube. Look at it. It says it right there.
Hell yeah.
Monster. Thanks, Rash.
Episode 9.
Hey,
welcome back, my dude.
It's so gorgeous.
Now I gotta go back into the
dashboard
to fix this.
Listen.
Hi, I'm listening.
I'm really excited. Tonight is our pack giveaway.
What kind of pack?
A revised pack giveaway.
What? We have a revised. I screwed that up.
You've had to say it probably 30 times in the past 3 weeks. So we're giving this bad boy away tonight. I'm very excited about this. So you're gonna have to watch a couple extra minutes, or just scrub through this motherfucker.
Yeah, if you're watching it on YouTube, you can just scrub through and be like, where did they give away the revised pack?
Where's my pack?
We're trolling. We're not.
Yeah,
no, we are. We're giving it away.
So what we're doing is we got a random generator, like we said we would, and we put everybody's name in it that's subscribed to the channel.
Your brother put everyone's name in it because we didn't have time to do it, so he helped us out.
Yes, he's a good man.
Yes, I agree.
Chris Warren, we love you.
We love you, Chris Warren, who's just off screen.
Yeah, baby. Good song.
All right,
so let's roll right into the.
Looks like we're working. So we're into the segments.
Yeah, let's roll right into it.
So segment 1, who's on top?
Not.
I'll tell you who's not.
Not Deathrite Shaman.
Not on fucking top.
And
Deathrite motherfucking Shaman and Gitaxian Probe.
Yes.
Oh, effective July 6, 2018. The following cards are banned in Legacy: Deathrite Shaman and Gitaxian Probe.
You're not on top this week.
Not on top.
You're on the bottom.
You are way down there. So we had a BNR because every Monday before a set release, and we just got a set that is live on Friday. It's Core 2019.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
Right. But we get a BNR, a banned and restricted update, and it didn't do any changes for standard or modern, pop or any of that whatever stuff. The only updates were Brawl and Legacy, and these were the big ones for Legacy. Brawl, I think they changed the starting life total for 1v1.
What's Brawl?
Don't worry about it. And they did something else. It doesn't matter. It's a fun format. Just play it to have fun. Don't worry about being a hardcore.
Just play standard.
Magic Fight Club.
Play a lot of modern because we got GP.
It's Magic
Detroit
Fight
coming
Club.
up.
We don't talk about it.
Don't talk about it. So Deathrite Shaman and Gitaxian Probe were the big ones. They got banned in Legacy. Grixis Delver.
Yeah, so I want to talk about this for just a second. So
non-mirror match.
Yeah, so Grixis Delver showed a 55% win rate against the entire field. So that was much like what we saw in Modern post. What was it?
Are you talking about
post banning for Deathrite before they banned Deathrite?
Oh, we were talking about that. I thought you were going to go Splinter Twin.
No. So the reason that they had to get rid of Deathrite in Modern was because of this very almost exact number of 55% win rate, which was at the time John was dominating the field.
It's a 1-mana planeswalker, kinda.
Yeah. Blah blah blah.
I mean, it's
100%.
it's definitely a powerful card because it's a mana dork with all your fetch lands or your wastelands, whatever it may be. It's a mana dork with all your opponent's fetch lands and wastelands, which is really freaking good.
Yeah.
And then even if it's one-sided, even if you only have access to black or access to green, like either of its other abilities of gaining life or doing 2 to your opponent each turn is really good. So it was already a powerful card.
That's mainly the issue. It's not only being able to ramp; it's being able to. The late game is what kills this card. Like if they didn't give the late game, if they didn't give it the late game, do 2 damage to your opponent or loss of life, excuse me, then the card doesn't need to be banned.
I've seen a lot of...
You probably could have maybe one or the other, I'm guessing.
I've seen a lot of Legacy matches where it's just like 1 or 2 Deathrite Shaman just go the whole way. Like, it just becomes keep the board clear and race them by removing instants and sorceries from the graveyard and to deal 2 damage. And sometimes 4 damage because you have multiples of them. It's a really good, it's a really powerful
Don't just
card.
talk about Deathrite being banned. Talk about
Did something else get banned? What?
Yeah, G-Probe.
What? G-Probe?
So there's a lot of sad panda bears out there in Legacy that they played a lot of Probe, and that thing gone. Richie Thompson, our local guy, Richie Thompson, he can no longer play the deck that he was playing, which was blue red Delver.
Yeah.
With a splash of wizardry.
I don't remember if it had wizardry or not.
Had a cryptic serpent in it.
All I know is that Gataxian Pro was always a busted card because you paid 2 life, which is a fine resource to pay, to get full information about what your opponent currently has, what you need to play around, and it replaced itself.
Yes.
Before you play a land.
Before you play a land. So you get everything out of this card. It's great. It works in so many different strategies, including your prowess stuff and Cabal Therapy was great with this card because you got to hit both times with Cabal Therapy. You out, Chris? Goodbye, Chris. Good night, Chris. Skozen, you out too? All right, we love you. Bye. Find Skozen on our Instagram. Is it Pando Games Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, go to Pando Games Instagram. Skozen's been posting some hot stuff. It's great.
All right, so we got past the bans.
Yeah, this is who is not on top.
That's not who's on top. So let's actually go and look and see who was on top this past this past week and a half.
Sure.
Because we missed last week. So.
Oh, I didn't realize you even had this one. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's
you
okay.
You had the full Gavin Forhe, like why we didn't change anything.
Yeah, the archetype.
Oh, I didn't look at this.
Yeah.
Hey, remember the deck we've been talking about
Black
for
Red
9 episodes?
In standard.
51%.
Yeah. Yeah, it's doing well. It's dominating.
Other formats, no information. Nothing needed. Who's on top? Are we talking about Dylan Brown?
Yeah.
Local boy? Dylan Brown?
He's a local yokel.
So, Josh and I went to Nationals now 2 weekends ago.
Yes.
It was in Columbus, Ohio. It was split format between Standard and Draft. It was a crazy value house of an event. And we talked about it in Episode 8 because of the Flooded Strand promo, the ability to get multiples of them, the playmat, all of that really great value stuff, plus getting to play a bunch. I played the main event. You played some side events. And day 1, you did a bunch of like floor trading stuff like that, right?
Yeah. A lot of buy listing.
But there were, I think there was about like mid 600s or low 700s. I can't remember the exact number of overall players. It might be in here somewhere. But we're not prepared for that.
Yeah, we are.
739 players. You're amazing, Josh. Good job. So we had mid to low 700 players, and I would say that approximately 60 of them or so were Michigan-based players. I recognized about 60 faces, and the ones that I didn't were people that I met through other people, through the grapevine of like, oh, hey, meet my buddy, blah, 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 and stuff like that. And Dylan Brown is a Michigan local, and he took the whole thing down. Congratulations, Dylan Brown. I believe, if you can tell there, he's got his Gamers Gauntlet shirt on there, right, for his shoulder there.
Yeah.
So congratulations, Dylan Brown, Gamers Gauntlet guy. Awesome. Oh, there he is. Look at that.
Yeah, this will give you his profile. So his occupation is server, and he's in Port Huron. So he's on the.
So he's up in the thummy.
Yeah, is that the...
Yeah, it's up here, right? Well, it's like Flint, and it's like in here, right?
Flint Town.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't drink the water.
Previous Magic accomplished, small time stuff.
Yeah.
This is my best finish so far.
Yeah,
he did really well.
He hasn't really done much so far, and that's great that he took down Nationals because...
And he did it with a tough deck.
If you scroll down, you got your regular guys, Indy, some booger eaters. You got
and Turnwald. We got to talk about Owen in a second.
Yep.
Matthew Nikolai, he's another Michigan boy.
Yeah. So
he's a BC guy.
We had 3 people in the top 8 at Nationals that are from our state, which is Michigan. Yeah. We got a guy from Battle Creek.
This guy.
I played against this guy. I'm almost positive. Yeah. I probably beat him. I don't remember. It's my story.
I probably beat him in this. So I know Matt. I don't know Brent, and I don't know the other local Dylan.
Yeah.
But Dylan took the whole thing down. He's playing a tough deck. He's playing blue-black mid-range, which was one of those decks where it's like, I need to kill all your stuff. I need my Scarab God to stick around, and I need to start getting value off of your stuff and my stuff by getting it back.
Yep.
And it worked out. His cards were in his favor. Real quick with Owen Turnwald, because the last round, we had 13 rounds of Swiss competition. The last round of Swiss was Owen versus local Brian Carey. We had a lot of Michigan players do really well at this thing.
Yep.
And unfortunately, Owen just kind of had the nuts in game 1. Game 2, he had a good hand. It wasn't crazy, but Brian kept a slower, more defensive hand in a black-red mirror. And it didn't work out as well for him. So Owen beat him, knocked him out of top 8, but Brian was so close. We were so excited for him. We were like leading into it. We're like, Brian, they're gonna put you on. They got to put you on coverage for this one, buddy, because this is the one. This is what put you in.
About that.
It was real exciting. You can go back. You can watch it. They his is a time walked match in round 13 on YouTube for U.S. Nationals, and it's a good match because
cool.
Owen pulls some cool stuff. But again, congratulations to local Dylan Brown, doing Michigan proud. Good job, dude. So he gets to go to Worlds, right? He gets to play on the team.
Yes, he does.
That's so cool.
Very cool.
We're gonna be rooting for you, buddy. We're gonna be following you the whole way. We're gonna be rooting for you. That's awesome, man. All right. So what's next? Do I have to go to another segment, or do I just go into?
You know what's next.
I don't know. All I know is that I'm gonna get to talk about some modern coverage stuff very soon.
Yeah, so, let's see. We've got, don't forget about, we did Dylan. Oh, yeah, this is
okay, so we're on, okay, sweet, okay. So,
about this guy.
This past weekend was Grand Prix Sao Paulo, and this is our foreign GP. You know, this is not a US-based one, obviously. So the meta is a little bit different. Format was modern. And it's not Tyler Echeverria, but it is an Echeverria. I can't remember what's his name. What's his first name? I was watching his matches.
Jose. It's.
Is it up here?
Yeah, Jose.
Oh, there it is. Jose Echeverria. Okay, I was looking just in the title. Okay, Jose Echeverria.
And so he took it down with what?
I think he played Mardu. Oh, you got it on the next one? My bad. Oh, okay.
I'm pretty good at this.
You are.
I'm pretty good
decent
at setting you up.
Well, he's right there.
Yeah, so scroll down.
Okay. I watched this guy play who was playing KCI. I watched Jose play, and I think I saw Fernando Gonzalez. I don't remember if I saw I saw this name too.
We got all the top 8 deck lists. So Mardu
Pyromancer.
Yeah, so Pyromancer won Sao Paulo. So
I don't know.
That's pretty cool.
I'm not super familiar with the deck. I think that all of them are running at least a Blood Moon in the main. I don't know if it's actually 2 or not.
I've seen a lot of lists running 2. That's like the number that they're at right now.
2 seems really good right now because you just punish so many people. You just punish so many mana bases.
Yeah.
Ooh, the hiccups. Excuse me.
So
also there was
we had Abzan.
Abzan Traverse.
Ooh, baby, that's spicy.
KCI, which we'll pull up in a second. Tron, Affinity, Amulet Titan.
Okay.
Red-green Eldrazi, very aggro deck, and then another Mardu Pyromancer. Okay. So a lot of decks that we're familiar with, but still a different meta.
Yeah, if I looked at a top 8, I'd be like, what is this? Is this like a 5-0 league?
I wouldn't expect to see Abzan Traverse.
Dude, pull that list up right now.
I've seen some Abzan stuff, but I have not seen Abzan Traverse in a while.
I've seen some people play this. Skozen was on this list for a while.
Skozen was on this for a while. It's got the baubles, it's got the Grim Flares, and what's the other big piece?
Oh, Look at that one of Grizzly salvage in the main. What a fucking monster.
Wow. I didn't expect to see that.
That's awesome.
Didn't expect to see that at all.
That's great.
So, wow.
Yeah.
He's got a Thrun here.
He's running 19 lands.
That's kind of greedy, isn't it? That seems real greedy.
He's running a salvage and he's running the traverses, so he gets land.
Yeah.
And he's got a land in his sideboard. Okay.
Yeah, he's for dredge, right?
Yeah, but it's still a land.
He's got these baubles for redraws and stuff.
Yeah, that's just a good cantrip.
I watched his match. I can't remember what he was playing against, but there was a rest in peace on board, and he just kept hitting with these 2/2 Grim Flares, and then looking at 3 cards and being like, "Yeah, no, I don't want any of these," and just like exiling them all. Like I think he only stopped on one. It was like a Kataki's War Wage. Oh, he was playing against Affinity. Was that right? Because there was definitely a rest in peace.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Now I gotta know. Sideboard. Rest in peace. Yeah, it was definitely he was playing against Affinity.
Okay, cool.
Other than that, what was the... Okay, so KCI.
Why do you want to look at KCI?
Because this is the Matt Nas deck. This is the one everybody's talking about right now, and he's got some weird stuff.
Are you on the hype train?
I'm not on the hype train, because I think that this is still an awkward deck to be playing.
So, okay, here's my thing with KCI. I have a lot of people coming up to me and being like, "Hey, Josh, you have KCIs," and I'm like, you know what I tell everybody?
14, 18 now?
Sure. Yeah, there's something like that. They're like 14, 15 bucks. And so I look at them and I'm like, no, I don't have any KCIs. Don't play that deck. This deck is it's a goddamn puzzle.
This deck is a puzzle. It's not as straightforward and simple as people think it is.
It is not.
Because, once you get the combo pieces, you can kind of do it.
If you're an F&M All-Star, don't play this deck. Just don't do it. Just play something, more straightforward.
Yeah, this is not your F&M.
This is not something that you're like, oh, wow, cool, this deck's really cool. I see Matt Nass is he's 3 GPs deep with this deck, and so it's got to be the best deck, so I want to build it. No, don't do that to yourself, because you're literally just wasting your time and your money, because you're going to pick this deck up, you're going to play it, and you're going to be like, holy shit.
Yeah. This is... If you want to start comboing and learning how to combo really well, you should probably just start on Storm.
Yeah, your skill set needs to be really high.
And I don't think anybody should play Storm. Just don't do it. So I wanted to talk about this deck for a hot second, because this is actually going to... No, just for a hot second, because
that's fine.
We're going to cover a topic in Judge's Corner this week, where we're going to talk about casting a spell and activating mana abilities. And this deck has a very unique type of mana ability in the KCI itself that actually enables a very weird part of the combo.
Oh, very nice.
So that's why I wanted to talk about this.
Okay.
I don't know if I need to move on, though.
I mean, absolutely, you can move on.
All right.
After that, we got our usual what's going on with the online metagame, which is... We always look at modern. Now
Popper?
we do.
Popper.
We didn't start off. No, son of a bitch. We do this joke every week.
Brawl League. Hold up. I gotta pull this up. Brawl. What's on top?
Bad.
Dark Noob.
Dark Noob's on top.
Dark Noob's on top.
All right. So.
All right. What do you want? You want modern?
Let's look at stuff that people actually want to see, which is competitive modern and competitive legacy.
And
so.
You want to? Yeah. Is Legacy actually gonna be updated? I know what the ban went in. The 5th?
No, this is from July 9th. You want to look at this. Yeah.
When was the ban?
It's not the ban.
It's not the ban? This is before the ban.
This is pre-ban. Yeah,
but
this is pre-ban.
No, what? Because it's effective date.
Oh,
right.
Okay. All right, good. Right. So then we got some...
So this is new stuff.
Yeah, good. We got some new stuff. I like that. I didn't think it was going to be new.
I didn't think it was going to be new either.
Let's see what's crapping in Legacy.
So this is Reanimator.
No,
this is Show and Tell. Sorry,
Show and Tell.
I see Grizzlebrand, my mind first goes to Reanimator.
Well,
before
okay,
Show and Tell.
Show and Tell is probably going to be one of the top decks for a little while until. Again, this is similar meta swing to how it used to be before the Deathrite takeover and the bug, all the bug shit that was going on with Leovold.
I'll fight your lantern.
It had to Show and Tell had to be stopped by Death and Taxes.
Yes.
So then Death and Taxes became a large part of the meta. So,
dude, so Legacy, I love Death and Taxes.
Yeah, it's a great. It's an amazing deck.
So, also with Legacy, I want to quickly shout out Cody Michaels for throwing together a full-on Legacy every other week here at Pandemonium Games. We just had our first one last Thursday.
Yep.
And there was 26 players, I think, for the first one.
Yeah, you guys got 26 guys to show up for no proxy Legacy, which is really fucking amazing.
One dude... Okay, so there was a couple of guys here with really hot decks, like super fucking hot decks. One guy...
Like foiled out decks?
Kinda.
Judge foils and shit?
Well, the one guy was playing the stacks. What the hell is the stacks?
Stacks?
Check pile. No, check pile. Sorry.
Okay,
It was I can never remember the name of that. He was playing check pile, so it's 4-color mana base, right? And it's got a bunch of the duels in it.
Sure.
They were all beta duels.
They were all foil?
No. They were all beta. They were not revised or unlimited.
That's cool.
They were very fucking nice.
That's cool.
There was another guy walking around with his deck. I think it was the only thing in the deck, or in the box. He had a literal briefcase.
Yeah.
And the briefcase had like 2 locks on it and 2 like different like number values scroller things.
Yeah.
Like, it was fucking awesome. It would have been even better if he had like handcuffed it to himself or something. But congratulations to Cody doing that, and thanks for coming out and playing, guys, and keep it up. We're doing this over and over again on these following dates. For the first, few months here, we're gonna see how this goes.
I love when you selflessly promote yourself.
I'm just saying, like,
it makes me so happy.
I love Legacy, and I would love people to be able to play Legacy. I just don't have time to set up Legacy. So Cody has taken it upon himself to make sure that we have Legacy around here again, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Good. All right, so let's see what else is on top. We've got, oh, wow, show and tell. Okay, let's scroll down.
Okay, another show and tell.
Oh, there we go.
Taxes, baby.
We got Death and Taxes. Beautiful.
Does it have the new card, though? What's it called?
It's got an M19 card in it.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. What is this thing?
Exile all cards from target player's graveyard. So it's a creature, like, get rid of the reanimator stuff.
Yeah.
Just a 2-drop.
Nice.
There was a new card that people were talking about. I think that came out of Battle Bond. I think it starts with an M. I just don't remember what it's called.
I don't see it in... No, it's not Manriki Gusari.
It is a creature of some kind. We just saw an image of it somewhere.
Oh, wow. Look at that Badlands art.
That is a crazy-looking Badlands.
All right, so... What deck is this?
Green Sun Value Town?
Chalice, Mox Diamond? Oh, baby.
A single Sylvan Library, 26 land. I don't know what this is. I don't know what you would call this.
This is called Hodgepodge. I'd fucking beat your soul in.
Ooh, it's got a tabernacle, too.
It's got a tabernacle on the sideboard. Is there one in the main? It's just in the sideboard.
Yeah, it's just on the side.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
You don't want to tax your own creatures if you don't have to.
No, that's great.
Wow. Goblin Welder, Grim Lavamancer, Imperial Recruiter.
Oh, it's Painter. Is mono red? Oh no, it's red-white Painter?
It's red-white Painter.
This deck still exists? I thought this deck was not even playable.
There it is, Grindstone. I was like, does it have the combo?
Yeah.
Okay, it does. It's got 4 copters, too.
Very cool.
Copter, baby.
Smuggler's Copter and Legacy.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Another Taxes.
Yep. Fly past that.
Man, where is
you're
the
trying
new
to find that card?
Yeah, it's a 3-drop. It's from Battle Bond. I don't remember what it's called.
There we go. We got a Dredge. That's very nice.
Why did first place say it was an 58 card deck? I don't know. Some kind of weird error,
probably. Yeah, it probably bugged out.
Yeah. Dredge.
Dredge is in 7th. All right, let's see what took 8th place.
Eldrazi.
Baby.
Eldrazi is a really strong and fairly easy deck to put together for Legacy.
I played against that deck quite a bit.
It's real annoying to play against.
This past weekend, I played against it twice. It's a really good deck.
Here's a deck for you.
I fucking lost to this deck.
It's fucking blood
at Nationals. I played in a side event, and
oh yeah, I didn't get to ask you about that.
I played in a Legacy side event. Well, I went 2-2 because I played against. Go back up.
Oh, sorry.
I played against this deck, and hover over Fiery Confluence.
Deals 1 damage to each creature, deals 2 damage to each opponent, or destroy target artifact.
This card blew me the fuck out. Blew me out. Do 2 damage to each opponent.
You can do that twice?
Yeah, you can just... No.
Oh, you can do
choose 3.
You can just do 6 for 4 damage?
Dome somebody for 6.
Why aren't you playing this card?
Because it costs fucking 4.
So what, your other one costs 3?
I don't have soul lands to fucking produce that.
Like the City of Traders?
Yeah, City of Traders and Ancient Tomb, they're just like, oh, turn 3.
Yep.
Getcha.
That's really good.
They can
this
pitch...
is 4 mana, deal 6 on turn 3.
They can play a Chromox. They can pitch a Spirit Guide and use a soul land and just dome you for 6 if they need to. Or they can just blast your dudes. The card's a house.
You love blasting dudes.
You know I love blasting dudes. All All right, so get out of
What
this.
the fuck is Stitcher?
Let's go see Modern.
But this is an M19 card.
We don't care about M19 cards.
I just don't. I mean, you don't care about Legacy.
So
That's what it is.
No, just go back. What are you?
I
why
thought
are
I
you
did go
closing
back.
it? Okay,
I did go back. See?
All right, so let's check out and see what's going on with Modern.
I went back, Josh. You know the yellow bit.
Ooh.
Is that fish?
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. I hope
Fuck.
Terrence is sleeping right now. I hope he doesn't see this.
Spreading seas.
Play more
garbage.
spreading seas.
Brightling is from Battle Bond. Yes. White Morphling. That's the card everybody's been talking about.
Yes,
for
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Spreading seas. Blah.
All right. What do we got
Tron?
here? We got Tron.
We got Tron.
All right. Let's see. I just want to see if there's anything spicy? On these 5-0s.
Ooh. This is Eldrazi Taxes, mono whites.
With a couple of smuggler copters in there. That's not that spicy.
No, this is spicy because normally the Eldrazi Taxes deck in Modern plays is black white and plays.
I see something spicy in this list. Deck and Stone.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty spicy.
I see the Karn too. Look at that.
Yeah, Karn making it into that.
A cast out. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's partying.
This is the what is that called? The Torpor Orb creature.
Torpor Orb, yeah. All right, we got the
Affinity.
We got.
But this is regular. No, wait, this is the new one.
Yeah, this is Hardened Scales. This is what we played against today.
Yeah, that was not fun.
Yeah, so in Magic Afternoon, which was earlier today at 1:30, we played against this deck.
What deck did we play?
We played Blue-White Sphinx's Tutelage. It was a Saffron Olive deck.
Yep.
And this deck right here put it inside of us. It was a.
I think it turned 3 and then turned 4 to us.
Yeah, it turned 3 to us.
Ley line.
Yeah, and then we had a ley line opener in our second game, and they just they nature's claimed it and just went off on us.
Yep.
There was nothing we could do.
Yep.
This deck's real. This deck's really fucking cool.
Look at that. We didn't stand a chance.
No.
We didn't stand a chance.
No. All right.
Yeah, that was a really fun deck. It's too bad we didn't get to face off against more creature decks.
Ooh, the Vengevine list. So this is spicy too, man. I can't believe that.
This is
the same exact list that I lost to on day 2.
What the frick?
At the SCG. This was he was playing Hootie Mandrills, and he was telling me he wanted to cut Hootie Mandrills, and this is the same exact list that we went over.
Yeah, we talked about
Somebody
this.
probably just ripped that same guy's list
from our video.
Yes, absolutely from our video. They're like, "Oh, Josh and Chris were talking about it. This list looks awesome."
Speaking of which, another shout out to Rash, who's in chat with us right now, who found Josh at Nationals and came up and said, "Hi, I'm sorry I missed you. That would have been really cool, dude." But Josh was so like reverse starstruck that he immediately sought me out and was like, "Somebody just came up to me and they said that they watched our show and it was so cool."
It was cool, man.
It was cool.
I liked it.
What the? So this is Spirits with Leonin Arbiter and Thalia?
This is Blue-White Spirits that you were talking about.
Don't spoil it.
Okay.
We're supposed to pretend like we don't know.
I won't tell him yet.
Okay, I'm going to leave this one up because I want to come back to this.
Okay. All right, so yeah, let's move on to our next segment.
Okay, what's our next segment?
It's the same shit.
I don't know the order. I'm not awake.
You are the worst. All right, so we want to talk about upcoming events. We done with who's on top.
So is it local yokels or is it just?
No, we just want to talk about what's coming up. So this weekend we've got SCG Worcester or Worcester.
What?
They call it Worcester.
Do they?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Positive. I've been there several times, and every time they're like.
You think that they call Louisville or Louisville Louisville?
No, it's 100%. It's pronounced Worcester, but I call it Worcester because look, there's just no H there.
Worcester.
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 That's what it looks like to me, but it's Worcester.
I'm not gonna. I won't fight you on it. I'm like, what the?
Yeah. So I brought the link up.
To
so
each their own.
We've got and no, this
What's
is
the format?
It's team constructed.
Oh.
So yeah. So again, I highly doubt that there's.
It's only. Is that $50?
Yeah, I highly doubt anybody is going to be really traveling out to Worcester. So the problem with going to Worcester is you either have to drive 8. If you're even in Michigan, you got to drive.
I don't even know what state this is in.
Like 10 hours. But if you take a
Massachusetts.
plane, yeah. So listen to this: if you take a plane, you have to go to Boston. Okay,
Boston.
You got to go fly into Boston.
Boston.
And then you have to take, and then you have to retrace like
You have to
an
fly
hour.
over it and then go
Yeah,
backward.
yes, and then you have to get on a train, and you have to get. It's like an hour train ride.
I don't like trains. Trains are boring.
Yeah, so it's just a really difficult place to get to. They had a legacy event there a few months ago that I went to, and it wasn't as great of a turnout as it was the previous year, but it's still. I've met a lot of nice guys out in Worcester, and it's a good area.
I'm assuming that team constructed for them means team trios.
Team constructed?
Yeah.
You do standard, modern, legacy.
This is interesting. Like, these are the 3 playmats for it, and these are all standard cards. This is the Llanowar Elf, Siege Gang Commander, and Wizard Lightning.
That's Gangbang.
Gangbang Commander. Got it.
Yes, not Siege Gang.
He's
it's Gangbang.
also
He's always
a
gangbanging.
goblin.
Yeah, so we've got that. And that's pretty much all we have for next week as in terms of
That's all
tournaments.
that's going on next weekend?
Well, yeah, nationally.
Really?
Yeah, that's all that's going on next weekend.
Huh.
But we also the following weekend is then
Yeah, you're right.
SCG Philly. So that's the following weekend, and I believe
Oopsie.
there is. Let's see, we got SCG Philly team constructed, and so let's see what else do we got. Competitive standard constructed league.
I got that open. That's this.
Yeah. So this is what I wanted to talk about. So with the new standard, I wanted to look at the impact of the M19 cards that are coming out. Now, what's really
'cause
cool
it's
is
close to July 9th. You're right.
yes. So I was able to find the MTGO standings, okay, that already are playing the new standard cards from M19.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Because
I'm
I
positive.
thought do the cards go legal like
Yes,
a
they go
week
yes,
early?
online they do. Listen, you're nothing without me, dog.
Why do they hate paper magic so
you're
much?
nothing
Why do
without
they
me.
hate LGSs and paper magic?
Look at
Like,
this
this is stupid.
This is gorgeous. So now we get to bring to the people a week early what they should play. So the first 5-0 deck list, we got some Llanowar elves in there.
And we do have some Llanowar elves.
They said that's like the number 1 card, and that is going to be in standard.
Really?
Yeah,
Because I thought the number 1 card was Goblin Chain Whirler, which often takes this card out before you can get good value off of it.
I'm talking about M19 in respects to M19.
Oh, but okay,
So,
okay. 'Cause
yeah.
this is, okay, I got
So
you.
I want to talk about
you.
the impact
Sorry.
that M19 is going to have.
But this
And this
card
is
was
it.
okay. Yes,
Yeah.
it is an M19.
Yep.
But it was first reprinted in the standard in Dominaria.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why I was so confused. I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Adventurous Impulse. What's that?
This is also from Dominaria. This is look at 3. This is kind of like Ponder for creature or land.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so scroll down to the next one. Let's see if we can find any more M19 cards in here, because that's kind of what I was going for.
Gotcha.
I want people to be able to see what's
Ooh,
going on.
look at
in
that. That's
M19.
the good negate.
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. Are you sure it's legal online?
I'm pretty positive.
Because I'm looking.
We got to find something in here.
There's just what if it is? Oh, there you go. Okay, it's definitely legal because we found another Stitcher supplier.
Yeah.
1-drop 1/1 enters the battlefield or dies. Put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. It's not bad actually.
1 black for 1 that
helps like
delves.
sets up your deck kind of
or
thing.
not delves, but yeah.
It helps give you utility because you got the Scarab God and stuff like that. What is this deck
Gate to the
exactly? Okay, this is the GPG deck. Got
Okay. GPG. What does that mean?
it. God Pharaoh's Gift.
Seriously, I didn't know
I know
what that
you
meant.
didn't. I know, but you said it in such a friggin'
Mirari Conjector? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you've seen this
I'm
one.
I'm so like I have no clue what's going on in standard. Well, we found 1 card so far that's been in the top decks for 5-0s.
So there was a deck at Nationals in round 1. The turnover time for round 1 was atrocious because the match on feature was just going way past because they had some weird deck, and I think this might have been it, because they were gaining life in some really weird way with Sifter Worms. Scry 3 and reveal the top card of your library, gain life equal to that card's converted mana cost. So it's they would ramp into it and then like be gaining 6 and stuff like that.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
Seems fine. Carnage Tyrants. Yeah, it seems fine. Gearhulk, Virtuoso. Virtuoso's interesting. I don't know. I don't see any, like, game changers from the core set.
Yeah, I mean, I don't either, to be honest, but I at least wanted to go through the 5-0s and see if we could hit at least. Ooh, there it is.
There's 3 nickel balls.
Oh, baby.
Oh, okay. So you don't care if it gets killed or milled, because then you Liliana it back and stuff like that.
Red, blue, black.
Grixis.
Oh, baby.
Not bad.
Okay, cool. So we found a few cards from M19 that may honestly have an impact. Ooh, here's another card.
Is this finally the zombie deck? I was literally just about to say, like, I can't believe there's not a zombie deck. So here's some more shameless plugging. Why is there only one of this? This list is weird. Shameless plugging. I have an ongoing bet with Cody Michaels about Metallic Mimic. So if you guys would go online to TCG Player and buy out as many Metallic Mimics as you possibly could, that would really help me win some Qdoba. I would really appreciate that.
Oh, how much Qdoba do you get?
I get it. I get a Qdoba. But all I got to do is get this card before it rotates to go back up $2. And I'm already like 25 cents there. So we're good.
Nice.
But you guys could make my dream come true.
God, unreal.
All right, Josh, so what do you got next here, buddy?
Well, let's see. What do we have next here? We've got Standard Constructed. We looked at that. Oh, we want to do Judge's Corner.
Judge's Corner!
Yeah, so you can bring back up your KCI, and you can let people know how interactions work with mana abilities while I step over here. And
no, don't step over there.
Yeah.
Where are you going to go?
I'm thirsty.
Well, okay, fine.
You need space so you can get into it and you can talk to the people.
I don't need that much space. This isn't a very passionate one. This is one that's just... where was it? It was the GP.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, we were already on it. Okay.
Yeah, you're already on it. All right.
Oh! Okay.
I want to do the karate chops when the time's on the clock.
Oh, I
got 5
I
minutes.
gotta pull it up.
That's my favorite part of Judge's Corner.
I all of a sudden hate Judge's Corner.
Fuck you.
Pause. Where is it? Where's my Judge's Corner? Where's my clock? Got it.
All right, 4 minutes and 58 seconds on the clock.
That's good enough. I just got to talk about how to cast a spell, because that's what we're actually talking about today. We're going to talk about how to cast a spell.
All right, cool. So, start at the time. Hiya!
I wasn't ready.
I love that part. I hi-ya'd you.
All right, so this week on Judge's Corner, we're going to talk about how to cast a spell, and it's going to feed into our talk about KCI. I'm going to lean into the timer, basically. So, when players are in a tournament, paper magic and stuff like that, they don't think about how to cast a spell. Even on Moto, you don't really cast a spell the technical way, the correct way. But whenever you get a judge call, or whenever you have some kind of weird thing break or something like that that involves casting a spell with, I don't know, Thalias or Brawls and stuff like that, we have a very linear process that never changes on how to cast a spell. So we're going to run through it really quick. There's a bunch of steps. First thing you got to do is you got to announce that you're casting a spell. You got to say, I intend to cast this lightning bolt. And then you take it from wherever it is. If it's in your graveyard, you're flashing it back. You're casting it from exile in some crazy fashion. Generally, you're casting it from your hand. So if you're casting it from your hand, you take it from wherever it is, your hand, move it onto the stack. It is now no longer in your hand. It is now on the stack. This does not mean that it's cast yet, because we still have a bunch of things to do. Then you got to go through, you got to say what you're going to target. You have to say, well, you have to choose your modes first. There's no modes on Lightning Bolt. It doesn't have hybrid mana symbols or choose or anything like that. So there's nothing special there. Then you have to choose your target. You say, it's any target. I'm going to target your Planeswalker. Okay, cool. We go through, we say, that's all fine and dandy. Next, we need to determine if what we've done so far is legal. Is this a legal target? Can you actually target my Planeswalker? Yes, you can. Fine. Continue down the way. Now we get to some of the fun stuff. We got to determine the total cost. Determining the total cost has a set formula. I can't not lean into this. I'm sorry. I'm going to put it over here where Josh normally sits. A set formula. Always in this order, you take your casting cost, whether that be the mana cost or the alternative casting cost, whichever you're actually using. You can only choose one. You use that, plus any additional costs, like, say, Thalia, which would make our spell cost 1 more. Brawl, which could make our spell... Oh, so that's your additional cost. Then you add any cost reductions, and that's Brawl saying, okay, this is a non-creature spell. It costs 1 less. And then you do your Trinisphere effects, your set effects, as it were. The only one that we have, I think, in Magic right now is Trinisphere itself. Trinisphere, of course, is saying if this spell costs less than 3, it costs at least 3 instead. So if there was a Trinisphere out, our Bolt would cost a red plus 2 when we go through the entire formula. Now that we've done all that, we got to get to the KCI part of this, and we have to, now that we've determined the total cost, we have to be able to pay for it. Before you can pay for something, you need to actually have the dough to do so. In Magic, the dough is mana. So we got to add mana to our mana pool. We have to activate mana abilities, and we'll get right to that in just a moment. You activate mana abilities, you put mana into your mana pool, and then you're able to pay the cost. It's lightning bolts, 1 red. We're going to pay the cost. Cool. Pay the cost. The spell is now cast. You have to do all of that to actually cast a spell. A lot of the time, we're just like, bolt this, I'll tap that, or whatever. It's like real quick, simple, and that's fine. It's shortcutting, but it's a very complicated system. Now, we talked about activating mana abilities. We do all of this stuff. We have to determine the total cost. We do all of this stuff before we actually pay for a spell or activate mana abilities. And activating activated abilities works very similar to casting a spell. So let's look, for example, at Chromatic Star. I'm going to lose my timer. You guys won't see that, but that's okay. Chromatic Star says, pay 1 generic, tap, sacrifice the star, add 1 mana of any color to your mana. Add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. This is a mana ability. It doesn't target, it's not a Planeswalker loyalty ability, and it could add mana to your mana pool. So this is something that doesn't use the stack. It is a special ability, a special action, that you can do at any time that you have priority. So if we're playing KCI, we have Chromatic Star. We say, I would like to put this ability on the stack. I would like to put the add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool on the stack. Now I have to go all the way through. I have to determine my costs, and then I have to pay my costs. Well, my costs here are 1 generic, tap, sacrifice, right? That's everything before the colon is the cost. Now, what? Shut up. So everything before the colon is the cost. You get to a point where you say, okay, well, I figured out my total cost. I've determined my total cost for activating this ability. Now I have to activate mana abilities and pay for it, right? So activating mana abilities is where we get to the KCI. The KCI is actually a mana ability in itself also. It's not a loyalty ability, it doesn't target, and it could add mana to our mana pool. So it says sacrifice an artifact, add 2 colorless to your mana pool. The way this is going to work with a Mirror Retriever and a Scrap Trawler on the board, we'll read these really quickly. When the Mirror Retriever dies, return another target artifact card from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Scrap Trawler, whenever a Scrap Trawler or another artifact you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, return to your hand target artifact card in your graveyard with lesser converted mana costs. Okay. So, with the star, with the ability on stack, we're going to activate mana abilities. We're going to use the mana ability of KCI, which is again a special ability that doesn't use the stack and our opponent can't respond to. And we're going to sacrifice 1 Mirror Retriever and 1 Scrap Trawler. And we're going to get 4 mana out of that. We're going to get 4 colorless mana, right? After we've done that, there's going to be some triggers that go on the stack here, including the Chromatic Star, which is going to cause us to draw a card. And because these things are in the graveyard while we're trying to resolve this other ability that we've paid for, the triggers have to wait to go on the stack. So by the time that we're able to put these things on the stack, these things are legal targets in the graveyard for themselves. So basically the way that this works, and it doesn't always work out this way, it did, if you go back and watch coverage for San Paulo in the top 8, I think it's the semifinals, he does pull this off at one point. He shows his opponent that I'm basically going to get these 3 things back. I'm going to get a Mirror Retriever, I'm going to get a Scrap Trawler, and I'm going to get the Star back, and I'm going to draw my entire deck. And eventually I'm going to get the Pyrite Spellbomb, and instead of getting a Star back, I'm just going to continue to get the Pyrite back, and I'm just going to keep dealing damage to you. And you're never going to get an opportunity to respond to it, a good opportunity to respond to it, because I'm using mana abilities.
Which
don't use the stack.
is holding priority.
Basically, in a sense, yeah.
Yeah, in a sense, you're holding priority through that, and you're just like, you cannot interact with this.
Whew. Okay, that went a couple minutes longer than I expected it to.
Nice. Meow.
Meow. But now you understand how this weird combo works, and now you understand why you should not play KCI.
Yes, unless you're a monster.
Yeah.
Like, this deck is so, like, the skill set on this is very, very high. So if you want to go down this road, if you want to play KCI, you have to put everything into it.
You have to
dedicate yourself.
You have to dedicate yourself, and you have to have a very good understanding, because you can't just you can't just go to a tournament and say, okay, I've got these pieces, I'm going to start comboing here, because your opponent is legally allowed to say, like, well, how do you do it?
Yes.
Demonstrate the loop for me. How does this work? And if you can't explain that they don't get the opportunity to respond to certain things because of their mana abilities, you're not going to do the combo correctly, and a judge is going to tell you, like, we're going to stop you at this point because you're unable to do it. Like, this is where you're at. Continue taking actions, and you're just going to fumble because you're not doing it correctly and you're not explaining it correctly. You can't give false information. Real quick, the SDP says that he had a great judge call when he was on Pando stream that concerned Trinisphere and Chalice of the Void. Yeah, so Chalice of the Void is a cool one because it says whenever a spell of CMC equal to the number of, what kind of counters? Not lore, void, whatever.
On
the number on Chalice of the Void.
Oh God, I don't know what kind of counters are.
I don't remember. Whatever. So if it says whenever a spell is cast that has a CMC or a converted mana cost equal to the number of counters on the Chalice, counter that spell.
Okay.
Well, a lot of people get confused because Trinisphere will take a 1-mana spell. Let's say we have a Chalice first. We have a Chalice with 1 counter on it, right? So it's going to counter anything that gets cast with a CMC of 1.
Yeah.
So people get confused if there's a Chalice on 3. I'm sorry, I'm doing this all wrong.
Oh, that's okay.
If there's a Chalice with 3 counters on it and a Trinisphere on the board, and then you go to cast anything that's less than 3, people get confused and they think, okay, well, you're casting a lightning bolt that normally costs 1, but my Trinisphere is going to make it cost 3. Therefore, my Chalice of the Void will counter that, right? Because I have 3 counters on it. No, that's not correct. Because
it overrides it.
Well, it doesn't override it. It's because the mana cost, or determining the total cost when casting a spell, is not the same thing as the converted mana cost. And Trinisphere specifically points out a spell with converted mana cost equal to the number of counters on it. Converted mana cost is always found in the top right-hand corner.
Yeah, so it's like the confusion with Rift Bolt.
Right.
You suspend it for 1,
but
it doesn't
CMC,
cast off at 1, it casts off at 3 because the CMC is 3.
Its CMC is 3, right,
Sure.
exactly that.
I've had that issue
that's
so
what
many
he's talking
times.
about there. Charge counters. I think that might be charge counters.
Okay.
Engineered Explosives at least has charge counters.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our extra long judge corner that is somehow still counting down from 2 minutes.
That's great.
I don't know what I did there.
That's awesome.
I'm just gonna.
Okay, so first thing first on the realist.
First things first on the illest.
On the realist.
On the realist.
I just listened to that song today. It's great. All right, so
I love it when you call me Big Papa.
We're gonna selfishly plug Mom's Basement Games here because we're gonna talk about our budget list. So if you're gonna click on here. Nope. Yep. There you go. And you talked about somebody that. So again, for you guys, whoever's watching, most likely you already know about the pack giveaway. All right.
Yeah, the revised pack that's coming up soon. Stick around.
Yep. And so what you had to do is, in order to win it, was go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube.
Which now we have 87.
Yeah.
Do you remember what number you started at when we started this giveaway, this promotion?
We were at like.
Was it 21?
No, it was
15?
it was like 12.
We're 12?
Yeah, it was like 12.
And now we're at 87?
Yeah, it's pretty cool
Man, it
stuff.
seems like people really want this pack, or they're like, I can put up with listening to those two.
Yeah, I mean,
It seems to be Terrence's response to it.
Terrence said that he enjoys it.
Which is crazy.
He said he enjoys it.
I love Terrence.
But yeah, so we said that we wanted you guys to go in, give us some feedback, because we actually do look at these, because Chris and I get excited that people pay attention to us. A little bit. A little bit. A lot of bit. So we're attention whores, and we like it. We like when you guys respond and let us know, like, hey, Josh, you should be playing this deck, or Josh, you should not play this deck because Chris will punt through the entire fucking thing. So we make sure.
I feel like that comes with every single comment. Like it's just like in the subtext.
Yes.
Like it's without. It's
yeah. So we had a lot of people comment in our videos and let us know like, hey, you should play this deck. And one that Chris saw that he liked a lot was
I don't see the one for today.
Brandon,
I thought I put that up.
Brandon Simasek, is that how you say his last name?
Simasek?
Simasek?
Simasek.
Okay, so Brandon, he wanted us to play.
I don't know what video he put it under. I think it might be under this one.
I mean, either way, it doesn't matter. So this is just, Brandon.
Yes, here we go. There he is. That's him.
Yeah. Okay. So
Brandon, we found you.
Yeah. So he says, could you play Spirits next week? Well,
Yeah.
guess what? We're going to play Spirits in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Okay? Next week on Magic Afternoon, which is at 1:30, Josh,
Let me suck your
let me
beard.
suck your beard. We can do that too.
That's not a deck.
That's not a deck, but that's
Ooh,
okay.
Shared Fate. I would play Shared Fate, but I won't play Shared Fate online, my dude. That sounds like a nightmare.
Yeah. So anyways,
Brandon.
we're listening to the people.
Yes.
We want to play Spirits.
Yes.
That was something that you were interested in.
Yes.
That's something I'm interested in because the deck is real. So and we saw that Spirits list.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I don't know if I can pull that up again. I don't
well,
remember exactly where that was.
Right here on the Goldfish, I actually brought up the Bant Spirits list.
Oh, okay. This was another
which
one.
is your next one?
Yeah, this is the Bant one.
Am I the brains of this operation?
No, you're just the prepared of the operation.
So at the SCG Team Open in Atlanta in April, there was a Bant list that placed second. So in 2 weeks, this is our Funzy deck that we're going to run but obviously we see that it's not just a Funzy deck. It's actually real. It's placing.
Yeah.
In April.
Can you just tell us what deck we're playing next week? Because I know how excited you are for it, and I just want to hear you.
All right, so so next week
I'm going to change this list.
We're going to play my list. That's fine. We're going to play my list, which I day two'd in Kentucky, in Louisville. And again, I'm just trying to find a better Magic player to play it because, I'm mostly on the financial side this time of my life, this point in my life. And
that's kind of what got you back into playing too.
Yeah, it is. It gave me the bug. I'm just trying to find somebody out there that's willing to run my Gonti's Machinations Bump in the Night burn list. So if you're out there, find me, and you'll love this list. I'm a scrub, and I day two'd with this thing.
I think we could get Jim Davis to play this deck. Not this deck, but your deck.
Yeah, Bumpy Burn.
Yeah, I'm excited to play this Spirit list. Thank you, Brandon, for recommending it.
Yes, Brandon. Again, we're listening to the people. We want to make sure that we're listening to people and we're playing decks that you guys want to watch. Because we're nothing without you 87 subscribers.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, that's right.
We're nothing without you 87 people out there. We go pull the Bant Spirits list back.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at you're talking about people and we're listening to the people.
Warship, Settle the Wreckage, cool. Unified Will, I like that. Rest in Peace, all your basic bullshit.
There's got to be room in here for.
Good.
I mean, even Brandon said don't do it, but I'm gonna find room in here for. Nah, fuck that card. That's a Jake Tilt card.
Dude, we're playing Goose. We're playing at least one Goose in the 75.
We're playing at least one Tameo Field Researcher in the 75.
This is a Funzy deck. We can play anything you want. So today,
I just don't want to play against
in Blue White Sphinx's tutelage, we played a 1-of Staff of Nin.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know what that awfully awesome card is, it is a 6-drop artifact that each upkeep you draw a card. You draw an extra card, and you can also activate it. And you can do 1 damage to target creature or player. So this was a Control All-Star when it was in whatever M set. It was like one of the last M sets that they crushed. It was during Innistrad Block. M13? Yeah. I love this card. So I'm thinking, okay, if we're playing a fog type control deck, let's jam a Staffin in there.
Sure.
It was awful.
It would have been great if we could have resolved it, but we kept playing against
creature decks. Yeah, so
we kept playing against control decks that kept having counter spells for it.
If we would have played against some creature decks, we could have went over the top. It was a good thought, but it didn't work.
It did not.
So go back to the Bant Spirit list for a second.
Bant Spirits.
Yeah, so we will be running this in 2 weeks. So check us out on Magic Afternoon. Again,
Wednesdays
selfishly,
at
yeah.
1.
Wednesdays
we start
at
at 1?
yeah, we start 1:30.
1:30 on Wednesdays.
Same start time during the day that we start the following night. So
Hit follow now, and you can get notifications on
that's
Twitch.
right, yeah. So, and we'll be doing another giveaway. So keep up with us. We're gonna continue to try to grow and get the people. We got to feed the people.
Wait, is it not in here? Oh, you know what? This might be from an earlier date. Rash is asking if we're going to play the new Spirit Lord from M19, and yes, I
we
will.
are.
I will definitely find space for
Yes,
that guy.
we will upgrade with the new cards.
Spirits will get +1/+1.
Yeah, they will.
My Geist of St. Trass. Well, not my Geist. I don't give a f about that card. Spellcallers will be a 3/4.
All right. So the next thing we want to talk
Bring
about
it.
is finance.
Magic Finance.
Magic finance.
What? Do we know anything about that? Yeah, we do.
Yeah, we know.
Oh, look at there's the card I've been talking about.
Yes.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, so we already talked about this, and Breitling is up 226%, which is very cool.
It's only been out for maybe a month.
Yeah, so
3
okay,
weeks?
I guess the way that you can relate this card in finance is Containment Priest. I don't know if you remember when Containment Priest came out,
I don't remember when Containment Priest
but
got looked at.
for a while those things were. I think people were paying upwards of $30 for those things, like buy listing them for $30.
Sure.
So the card was real hot for a little while, and then of course I think it went all the way back down to like $12, and I think it's actually still there.
I think it is. It also has the
Yeah, it's got the invocation.
The
reprint,
invocation.
but that doesn't mean shit. For
not
printing.
necessarily, no. But it's already kind of a fringe play card because it's in a fringe format. Like,
Yeah. So now with the banning of Deathrite and the banning of Gitaxian Probe, and this seeing a speckle of play in
Legacy.
in the Death and Taxes list. You're going to see either a larger rise in this card, where it's just going to be riding the hype train all the way up, or you're going to see a steady decrease once this thing stops seeing, like, just a one-of play.
So what do you think about this card as a play in Legacy? Because I'm not the biggest Legacy player.
So, like, I can't Lightning Bolt this thing.
No, you cannot, because one of a billion things can happen here.
Yes.
It's just not going to end well for you.
Yes, so
But-
is this card good? Abso-fucking-lutely, it's good. Now, is it on the same power level as the creature that is Chalice? Whatever
Chalice?
that card. Yeah, whatever that card is.
yeah,
The Chalice of the
hold
Void creature?
on. It's the Palace.
No,
It's not the jailer. It's not the jailer. Whatever. It's the one that it
Yeah.
enters the battlefield. You choose a number, and then spells of that number can't be
can't
cast.
be played. Yeah, I mean, it's a 3-drop. So yeah, again, you have to make cuts because the 3-drops in this list are so thick with 3-drops. You got Flicker Wisp, and there's just so many 3-drops. And so here you see this is one of the reasons why it's up.
This is the one that I would be leaning toward right now.
Well, yeah, because I mean, not so much because your black green's going to see a decrease because of the ban on Deathrite. So Mirroring Crusader is he may see like a pullback of like maybe he gets shifted back to the sideboard.
I don't know if we're going to see more red.
This was moved. This card, I mean, when I used to play Death and Taxes, Mirroring Crusader was in the sideboard. Mm-hmm. Meta dependent, he was in the main board. So, again...
I think this is the card to get right now if you don't have him.
Karakai?
Mm-hmm.
Karakai?
Yeah, because like you said, I think we're going to see more Sneak and Show and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Caracas is just protection against that.
All right, so what other winner do we have? Oh my god, what you just said to get? Look at you. You didn't even look at this, and you're like, you should pick up Caracas.
Sanctum Prelate. Thank you, Rash. That is the one we were talking about. Yes, you should be. Called it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, you should be picking up your Caracases right now because of literally what we just got done saying.
Caracas is going to see an uptick again, and Tropical Island is our next winner, our number 3 winner for the week.
So everyone is shifting out of, I don't know.
Bayous?
Bayous.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of people contact me about swapping Bayous for Trops.
Yeah, try to get your
that's
revised
that's not 100% good for Daddy to do because when you're moving out of black-green and there's going to be an uptick in Tropical Island, it's kind of like, because Bayou's going to start to see...
For Daddy.
It's going to see a taper. It's not... no dual lands are going to see any, real movement down.
No.
But you're just going to see a little bit more of a taper, and Tropical Island is going to keep rising, and it may depend meta dependent. This card could go in the way of Volcanic Island.
Oh, you were gonna go volcanic. I was gonna go,
Where it's gonna go
underground.
No.
No?
Like, so you've got underground, which is the upper, the crest.
Echelon, yeah.
The crest, and then you've got Volcanic Island, and then you've got Tropical Island.
Okay.
Which,
So it has to overcome
before,
the other one
yeah,
first.
but before it was starting, the rise was Bayou because of Deathrite and all those bug decks. Well, and of course Badlands.
Charlotte's Bug, baby.
Badlands went from absolute dog shit of like $80 to more than doubled. It's over 200 now for the most part.
Dang.
Yeah, so again, Tropical Island, it may see an uptick, and it could get into that Volcanic Island region for price. All right, let's check our losers.
Our losers are if we would have had a show last week, this would have been our card on top.
We would have.
That I think you and I both would have been talking about how much of a loser this card was about to be.
Yeah.
Because everyone was specking on the banned and restricted list for this card to get unbanned in Modern, and it's not gonna fucking happen. It may happen in the future, but it's not gonna happen when we have a Modern Pro Tour in the semi-near future.
Yeah, because they have to give it time, just like Jace the Mind Sculptor when they unbanned Jace. They gave it months and months and months and months for them to do research, and then not only to do the research, they had the numbers, and they're like, okay, good, we can unban Jace the Mind Sculptor.
And we can make money off of it by putting it on the face of the product.
Yes, in a set.
Right.
But you also have to make sure that it, maybe somebody figures out how to break it, and we fucked up, and so then we can ban it before the Pro Tour happens.
Right.
Whereas you can't. So, I'm not sure.
We got GP Detroit coming up and stuff like that.
Yeah, I don't know who actually put the fire under everybody's ass to say Stoneforge is getting unbanned, but it was the biggest fake out that we've seen.
Oh, it's so fucking
the biggest fake out that
bad.
we've seen in a long time.
I was so no, guys, this is not happening. I'm all for this card. I have a couple deck ideas that I want to play with this card in Modern when it does get unbanned, and it will get unbanned. But now is not the time, especially even on a much smaller scale, this upcoming season for PPTQs are Modern and sealed. And very few people, from what I've seen, are actually doing sealed. It's very much Modern. You don't need to be doing shakeups for that kind of stuff when you have a very diverse, healthy format. So people that were specking on this card, nah, you guys are way out there.
You lost, doggy. You lost.
You guys are
big.
way out there. I'm sorry, but that was a bad call. Don't do that.
I had someone ask me today. They said, "Did you get on that hype train and move any Stoneforge Mystics?" I said, "No, I didn't give a fuck." Because if they did unban it, then the card was at $49.97.
It almost hit. It was
hitting
$75. Yeah.
So when I was at Nationals, I was listening to people. They're like, "Oh man, their Card Titan is buying Stoneforges at $35. I'm gonna go cash these out right now." And I'm like, "Go get your money.
Go get it."
Because if they don't unban it, then you're stuck with a hype train.
Here's the other thing about this card is they're not going to do an unban for a card like this when they don't have a supplemental set to also put more out there, so that the people that have never had the chance don't have to go in paying $100 for a rare. They're gonna do a Commander Masters type thing and be like, oh, by the way, here's Stoneforge Mystic and it's unbanned
At uncommon.
They'll just do it at rare. It's fine. Rare's just fine.
They would never do it.
Jason Jutsits in our chat here says Stoneforge Mystic needs to stay banned until they print more cheap cards that punish searching and shuffling like Leonin Arbiter. Leonin Arbiter is a fucking fantastic card. If you don't have those, that's a card you should go get. That's actually a great counter to this kind of thing. That's really cool. I didn't even think about that card.
Yeah, because you're bad at Magic.
Well, yeah. That's really good. Commander product is all the same rarity anyways in the precons. Well, not like doing a commander deck, but like how Iconic Masters or Eternal Masters was.
Yep.
It had a very kind of commander focus on it with a few modern price cards.
Yes.
And they helped bring each other down, and people just cracked it.
Don't forget about Legacy with the True Name reprint.
Oh yeah, that was great for Battle Bond. That was really good. That was really good. Okay, so where are we going?
Let's go back. Just scroll all the way back up.
Woo!
Right? I want you to click on here. Click on the M.
Clicked on the M.
Scroll down.
Scrolling down.
So I want you to look at port. Okay, click on. This is the updated. So why is port so expensive?
Why is port so expensive? Is this expensive? Because it's on the fall, baby. It's been on the fall for a long time.
So now the thing about port is why they're talking about it is most likely, again, like what we just talked about with Caracas, is you're going to see an uptick in legacy play of Death and Taxes.
Yes.
So you're going to start to see a rise in Rishon import, which I was telling you, like, I don't know, episode 4, episode 5, we talked about.
I think you did call that, yeah.
Yeah, I talked about, like, if you don't have your ports yet, same thing with Imperial Recruiter. If you don't have your recruiters yet, go and get those cards, because that's something that you're not going to be disappointed that you picked up.
Yeah.
Because these reprints, they're only going to be low for so long. So if you do want to get into Legacy, which Legacy is going to be the Pro Tour format coming up. Correct?
It's team trios for. So I can't remember if it's the guild. What's it called? Ravnica guilds or something. Whatever. We're going back to Ravnica.
Pro Tour Spaghetti.
I can't. Yes, exactly. Its keyword or its code name was Spaghetti. I can't remember if it's for Magic 25th Anniversary or if it's the one right after that, which is the Ravnica one.
Yeah.
But there's a Team Trios one coming up, which is really weird because I don't remember if we talked about it, but the RPTQs for this past season, which was Team Unified Standard, the team that if you did well at that and you queued for the Pro Tour, the team that you queued with had to be the team that you actually queued for at the Team Trios Pro Tour, which is not standard, it's trios, so it's modern and legacy, and there's no unified, so you're not splitting cards or anything like that. Okay. It's a very odd kind of thing to say, hey, standard guys, cool, one of you needs to go get a legacy deck right now.
That's going to be a fucking mess.
It's a little interesting and weird, but
it's cool.
It's an idea. So, Flame Tongue Kavu, yeah.
That card's the best. All right, so
I love Flame Tongue Kavu.
Why don't we give away a pack before we do local yokels?
Sure, let's give away the pack. So
I like that.
I'll go back to this, I guess.
So now,
Judge's Corner. Let's do Judge's Corner.
Now we do local yokels. Again, we're in Michigan, so if there's any of you guys out there watching us, you probably hear us, talking about it all the time. I got the M on the hat just to make sure everybody knows. But we like to, make sure that we shout out our local guys. If somebody does well, we want everybody to know because we're proud of where we're from and we're really,
Michigan is tearing it up.
Yeah, like we had 3 guys. We had 3 guys in the top 8 of nationals, which
Almost
is
4.
really cool. And once we get our shit together and we start getting some actual behind the scenes time, we're gonna be able to contact these guys and get these guys.
We'll do videos and
at least do a video and Skype somebody in.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
hopefully once a week. Chris and I we're super busy. Chris is a TO. He's a judge. He works a lot. Same thing with me. I work a lot, but this is what we're passionate about, and we want to do this once a week, and just bring information to you guys and give you the information that we have to make you guys not only better Magic players, but just more informed in the game, because that's what we love.
That's what we like doing. So you said that, like, I love the attention and stuff like that. I really love...
You're a whore.
I love helping people. I love putting information out there that helps other people better themselves and better those around them and stuff like that. So, like, I don't care if somebody's gonna come up and be like, I'm a huge fan or this or that. That's whatever. But, like, if you can take some of the information that we give you here and it helps improve your life, whether or you're at an event and someone starts talking about something and you're like, oh, hey, I know about that, or here's why that is, kind of thing.
Because,
that's cool.
But
shout out Planet Fitness. So
this pack giveaway is brought to you by Planet Fitness.
It is not. It is not. They're opening a new Planet Fitness across the street.
It's brought to you by mybankaccount.com.
Yes.
That's what it's brought to you by.
Your brother Chris, he found a random thing here, and he put everything together. He went through, he found the names of people that were subscribed to the YouTube page and had left a comment on one of the videos telling us the deck that they enjoyed or that they want us to see.
Yeah, he did that about an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, he took it all. He did it all. And like we could have thrown it in like Excel or anything like that, but he found this thing. He put in a lot of time and everything like that, and this is going to be great. So
Yeah, so
we have.
I wanted to do this in real time, so we put everybody's name in there. You don't have to scroll down.
I'm just going to show that there's not like repeats or whatever. It's like it's a list. It's not just like, okay, here's everybody, and then there's 20 Terrence Vincents down here. Or anything like that. Now it's going to be real bad if he wins.
Yep. So
Wuffy, you have not won, not yet.
That's not you, Doug.
So I think that we should maybe roll a die, and whatever the die is, we choose that many times, and when we get to that one, that's the winner. What do you think? Or do you just want to one-time it?
No, I like one time.
You like a one-time?
I like a one time.
Okay.
Because it's like flipping the top of your deck when you're a burn player. You're just like, you just bang on the top of your deck, and you're just like, get there.
God.
Fucking get there. One time.
Burn players.
One time. All right, so...
I don't regret being Lantern. All right, so let's hold this pack up. Ready?
Is this gonna make it better?
Yeah, because we're gonna. I regret everything. I would drum roll, but the mic is sitting right there.
Yeah,
so
don't drum roll.
fake drum roll, please.
Yeah, this is exciting.
And
One time.
Wesley DeLong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's a
you
nice guy.
don't. You don't even have to mail this one.
No, this guy's just gonna come get it.
Yeah, you just tell him to like get a babysitter, come out and pick up the pack.
That's fucking sweet.
That's cool.
Yeah, that guy's super deserving. I like that.
So I was excited for it to be some really awkward YouTube name.
Okay.
That like we wouldn't be able to pronounce or something.
Like Donger 6969 or something like that.
That would be pretty good.
Yeah.
But you all witnessed it here. Wes DeLong, congratulations, you are the winner.
Holler at your boy.
We will reach out to you through the YouTube page, and because we both know you, we'll
Yeah, so you can, what is it? Tomorrow he can come pick his pack up at planetfitness.com.
God,
Which this is,
damn it,
this is brought to you by Planet.
Such a monster.
So, okay, cool.
All right, very cool. Congratulations
Awesome,
to Wes.
So, we're going to move on to our local yokels.
Local yokels?
Yeah,
all right. I told you I was taking care of this one, didn't I?
Yes, you're so proper. You got one in.
Local yokels, baby. So I'll show off a couple things here. I'll start here, and then I'll go into here.
Man, we finally got that pack monkey off our backs.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that no more.
We're going to have to come up with another giveaway, though.
No, Wes isn't going to pick this up in a week. Wesley, you have a week to pick this up. If you don't pick this up, we're going to give it away to somebody else.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
No, the fuck.
Yeah, we are.
That's not how that works.
He's going to pick it up in like 2 days.
He's gonna pick. He's gonna be messaging me tomorrow and be
Put
like,
some hope.
"Where's dog? Where's my
Hey,
pack
where
at?"
you at? Where you at? Can I pick up that pack? You got that pack for me, baby?
We'll let you guys know that didn't win. Don't be haters out there, but we'll let you know what he opens. I hope you, because this is not a. We don't know what's in here because I'm not a scumbag. I didn't check to see what was in here.
In the terms of anything besides Magic.
Yeah, sure.
Not like.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fuck you.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You said you had local yokels ready to go.
I did not say that I had it ready to go. I
Terrence's
forgot that I was doing it. That is not Terrence's wife.
That's Terrence Vincent's wife.
Although they're both very pretty ladies. Like, but I don't think that she would dress like this. Like, this is. Whatever.
I got him with that yesterday. It's fine. It's an old joke.
Okay. So, real quick, local yokels. I want to talk about just a real quick event that I have coming up tomorrow.
Nice pizza party.
Pizza party. So one of the special things that I do at Pandemonium Games in Garden City, Michigan, every time we have a set release, is I host a pizza party that is a win-a-box party, and it's not just like one box goes out or whatever. They're 8-man fire-on-demand events. Every time we get 8 people, we fire another one. They're like $12, single elimination. You could win a round, you could split with the other 3 guys, and you all walk away with 9 packs. A lot of people like to just play it out to the end because it makes it that much more fun when you walk away with an entire box. And I just want
an entire box of pizza?
An entire box of the newest set.
Somebody was telling me today, they're like, yeah, I'm just going to show up. I'm just going to put a deck in front of me. Uh-huh. A standard deck.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to be like, I scoop, let me sign, and then just stuff their fucking face with pizza because they love pizza that much.
Pay $12 and just hang out and eat a bunch of pizza.
Yeah, absolutely.
That seems fine. That seems absolutely fine.
I'm fine with that.
So the cool thing about this is that it uses playtest cards, and it will reflect the upcoming thing. So it's gonna involve core set. Core set doesn't actually become legal until Friday. This is a special unsanctioned event where you can use playtest cards, and you can use anything from the core set, anything in standard. So if you want to use Chandra Torch of Defiance or Gideon Allies, like, you can do all that. That's totally fine for this event. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of like community building and stuff like that. Plus, I like showing off my art where I hide pizzas inside of Alpine Moons and stuff like that.
I like that. I love your pizzas.
Thank you.
I love your pizza hiding.
I love our pizza. So I I updated my calendar. This is my handy dandy secret calendar. And it has all the upcoming PTs, the PTs, the Pro Tours, GPs, PPTQs, local SCG stuff, all that kind of stuff. That's why when you said, oh, there's nothing else this weekend, I was like, yeah, you're right. That's interesting. But you got 2 GPs coming up. And you got PPTQs and PPTQ season
PP
starting.
That's what I heard was PP.
Very, very soon. So we got new events coming up. We got our handy dandy document here.
I love this thing, man. I'm so proud of you.
It takes time. This thing takes
so
time.
Fucking proud of you. The work you do.
I don't know why that's like off like that.
I mean,
pull that over a little bit.
There's no way you could do anything else but work with the amount of work that
all I do is work. That's all I do.
Work.
So the season officially opens on the 21st, and on the 21st, Stomping Ground, a local store, has a sealed one of only 2 in all of Michigan, because everything else is modern.
Baby.
Every freaking other one, and that's awesome. Modern is going to be insane for the next few months around here.
God, people should play. Some local guys should play my deck list.
You should try and get a couple of them going.
I wish.
I've had some fun with Counters Company and stuff like that,
yeah.
But to get a lot of play out of it this season, for this, no, you could play it. That'd be fine. That'd be fine. But I'm look out, because you start sitting across from me at these things, you're going to be facing down Lantern.
Yeah.
I'm getting back on the Lantern train. Hardcore.
You on the Lantern train? That's nice.
Anyway, so we got sealed coming up. I got my PPTQ, which looks early in the season, but that's just because the Pro Tour is early in the season. And yeah, modern. The Griffin's Rest is, I think, about 2 hours from here. They're in Muskegon.
I never heard of that place.
And all these places are like how do I want to put this? They're like down.
Listen, you're doing local yokels.
Yeah.
Use the mitten.
You got to use the mitten.
Use the mitten.
Everything is from here down, minus like one place, which I keep forgetting that these guys exist because they're so far away.
That's what he said.
These guys are up in Marquette, which is in the Upper Peninsula.
New penis.
Yeah, so like they're up
Hold
here.
On,
there you go. Yeah. They're all the way up here.
Fingers.
And as far as I know, they're the only store up there that can run PPTQs.
Okay.
So that's really weird. But so next week we're going to get into this and we'll talk about that. I've also got the IQs for the upcoming season, and of course, GP Detroit.
Very nice.
So local yokels, nothing crazy this weekend because this weekend is draft weekend. It's release week. Friday I have a sealed event to get for people, and then of course on Saturday we're just going to fire off some drafts. So we got one big event after another for Core 19 this weekend, and then we get right back into PPTQ season.
That's great.
So that's your local yokels, folks.
Good. Man, we wrapped up kind of early.
Did we?
I like that.
Good. I'm hungry.
I'm going to eat the dick out of some pancakes.
You're not going to get pancakes.
All right, I'm going to get eggs.
He is going to get that. What?
I'm going to get some eggs, doggy.
Oh, yeah, I'm getting eggs too. I'm hungry. So, guys, thank you for joining us for episode 9, not episode 8. Episode 9 of Magic After Dark.
Listen, this is absolute.
Counting is hard, I know.
This is treachery having to fucking work
You're
with
a
you
burn
every
player.
week, all week.
It's nuts. How great
All
was vacation,
Wednesday.
right?
It was the best. I had a white trash bonfire. I drank beer, floated down a river. Fuck, I just didn't have to see any of you guys for a week.
I watched a couple movies and relaxed. That was it.
Of course you did.
It was nice. I think I'm strictly an old person. I grew up in a house with fireworks. I was a young kid blowing shit up and whatnot, like putting firecrackers underneath empty, I don't know, like spaghetti cans and stuff like that, and watching them pop way up in the air and shit.
That's good.
And now I'm an old man. I'm just like, fuck, when is this gonna stop?
Yeah, you have so much salt and pepper.
Stop blowing shit up. I want it to be quiet so I can watch my movie.
You sound like my dog. My dog was like, she thought
Sound like your dog.
Yeah, the world was ending on the 4th of July.
Oh, poor puppers.
All right, good. Well, check us out on Magic After Noon, which is next Wednesday, and watch us play our John Byrne list.
Yep.
Which is going to be good. And don't forget
Follow
to
us on
check us
Twitter.
out. Yeah, follow us on Twitter.
Follow us on Twitter.
And we'll let you guys know next week, but we're going to play Bant Spirits for our
following.
fun casual deck. So it'll be good.
I'm gonna tweak this list. I'm gonna tweak it.
It's gonna be a little bit more than fun casual that week. So yeah, if you're like, oh, I don't want to watch casual play, that's stupid. Well, it's not gonna be so casual.
It's like medium. I think it could be like a tier 2 deck, maybe.
What is with the medium? That's like the new magic.
I think we talked about that when we were at Nationals. That
the word medium and the word cuck.
I don't care for cuck.
But I'm just saying those are the new magic words.
I just say fuck, like
whatever.
You're
but
fuck, cuck.
But it used to be like, this guy's salting on me. He's salting out.
Salty, spicy, all that jazz.
Just the magic. We need. You know what? We need to make a magic term list.
We have something.
Hey, if there's anybody out there that just the magic terms kill you, make a list and send it to us.
We have something. I can't remember what it is. Like when a card's like really good. Like we call it like broken and busted and stuff like that.
It's
but
busted.
there's something else though.
The nuts.
But you're right. Like other things are like kind of like medium.
Yeah. I will never say medium because that is ignorant.
Challenge accepted.
I like medium pizzas.
Oh, and challenge complete. Achievement unlocked.
Fuck you. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. We're gonna go with eggs, not pancakes.
Eggs.
Yeah. We'll see you next week at 1:30 and then 1:30 again in the morning. So.
Yep. So I'm Chris. That's Josh. Thank you for joining us.
Good job, Wes.
Good job, Wes.
See you.
Bye.